Today, around the world, the first anniversary of the horrific events of September 11, 2001 is being commemorated with reflections on the thousands senselessly lost, the emotional recovery of the families left shattered, and the endurance of the human spirit.
Robert Adrian Halbert.
Ernest James.
And when the names of the dead were read at a ceremony held in New York this morning, one name might have sounded familiar.
Alva Cynthia Jeffries Sanchez.
Belizean Alva Jeffries Sanchez was working on the 96th floor of Tower 1 that life-changing morning. Today, at a service held by the United States Embassy in Belize, Jeffries and the rest of the victims were remembered by U.S. Ambassador to Belize, Russell Freeman.
Although the United States was a direct target last September 11th of perhaps the most heinous act of terrorism ever committed, many other nations suffered as well. Citizens from more than 90 countries, including Belize, were killed during the attacks on the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and in Pennsylvania. I believe that one of the most important lessons we have learned from the terrorist attacks of September 11th is not a lesson of fear or hatred, but rather one of how we can unite as free nations to stand against a threat to our freedom.
Cleanup of the rubble continued for almost a year, but days after the attack, the Belize mission in New York City received a call from the New York State Police Department asking representatives to pick up an item belonging to Belize.
When we sent our people down there, we found this Belizean flag there. It was all tattered and torn because it was found in the rubble of World Trade Center Tower number 1. You know, it was quite an emotional moment when we brought it into the office because we had people in our own mission who had relatives who had died down there at the World Trade Center. So in and of itself, people started to reflect upon the flag being representative of the spirit of the Belizean people because as you have seen, it is intact. It has holes in it. It is dirty, and if you could smell it, it reeks of the ash and the dust of Ground Zero. But it is pretty much intact as far as flags go.
From Ground Zero to the ground floor of the Museum of Belize, at the request of the Prime Minister, the flag was brought home as a physical reminder of the tragic events.
Normally, whenever a flag is tattered or torn, culture and history dictates that you burn a flag, you destroy it. Not burn it in protest, but a flag should be intact. This one had special significance to us, as I said before, because it represents to some people what is an enduring spirit.
Reporting for News 5, I am Janelle Chanona.